In this video, I'm going to tell you why you keep getting in your own way around fitness and nutrition and how to stop that self-sabotage cycle with my favorite activity so you can finally stick to exercise and healthy eating and have it feel really easy. Let's get started. So my name's Karen Broda. I'm a fitness mindset coach and personal trainer, and I have ADHD. Yeah, I do. It's my superpower. So I started creating this content not just because I like talking to myself, which is true, fun fact, but there's a lack of information out there on fitness and nutrition for ADHD that isn't just about managing your health and getting by and doing your best. There's nothing about optimizing and thriving and having your dream fit body. And there's definitely nothing that I could find on YouTube about the mindset piece and starting to change our beliefs, becoming more mindful, and starting to dive into the subconscious part that was created when we were kids that we still carry today that is really getting us in our own way, which we're going to talk about today, about the self-sabotage around fitness and nutrition. Okay. So if you watched any of my other videos, mindset is like my bread and butter. So I'm going to link to a few videos below to check those out. So, I could talk for hours and hours about this stuff, but I want to keep this one very specific to the self-sabotage and my favorite activity, which at the end, I'm going to tell you exactly how to do this activity and when to do it to get the best results. So watch to the end after I explain it, and I want to make sure you get the best results out of it. So you know that you have to eat healthy and you have to work out, and you know what healthy foods are and what to do for workouts and all of those things, but obviously you're not doing them because you're watching this video and you're like, I just know what to do but I can't do it. Yeah, you're getting in your own way. And there's nothing wrong with you. So remember that you're perfect, you're worthy, you're whole, you're not broken, there's nothing wrong with you, you can do this. But you're getting in your own way because of not just your conscious daily thoughts you have every day, but what's happening in your subconscious. So your subconscious is created when you were a kid, primarily between 0 and 5 years old, but also up until you're 25, and it's stored within us, like within our body and our mind, and we don't really notice it's there until a daily activity triggers us, or we start to take these impulsive actions which are coming from these subconscious beliefs we picked up as a child. These are beliefs that we believe to be true when we were growing up, and it's maybe something our parents told us, or we watched our parents do, or certain people we hung out with, or maybe even at the workplace when it was a little bit older in life. So these beliefs, because we believe them to be so true, deep ingrained in us, that's what the actions we're taking now are based on those. But the thing is, they're not always true, those actions, and we can change those. So tell me some of these beliefs or thoughts sound familiar to you. I can't have a healthy mindset and be thin. Caring about my weight is bad. I can't want to lose weight because that means I'm obsessed. I'm just bigger bone, I'll never be thin. I'm skinny, I wasn't meant to have muscle. I'm just not an exercise person. Lifting weights will make me bulky. I'd love to hear what some of your beliefs are around exercise and nutrition, and if you want to post them below in the comments, that would be amazing to really start to bring those to light, because the first step in my activity, which I'll get into, is recognizing these beliefs. So just like saying these and you hearing them, you're like, oh, those beliefs aren't true, right? Of course not. But deep inside, in the back of your mind, I'm sure there's this voice saying, wait, maybe it is true. Or that's what I always thought before. Or maybe you're like, no, it's not true. But then I say it and something triggers. You feel it in your body. It's your subconscious being like, yeah, we think this is true. Because let's say, for example, my favorite belief is that I can't have a healthy mindset and be thin. So maybe as a kid, your parents told you that you need to finish all your supper because you look like skin and bones. Or as a teen, maybe you heard that if you care about your weight or you're thin, you may have an eating disorder, or you're obsessed with your weight. Or you heard your parents as a kid say that you are happy and fat. Whatever you picked up as a kid, that's what was known to be true. Because you're not trying to navigate the world. You're like, what's true, what's not true? So these things, you're like, okay, that's true. I am happy and fat. Yes, that is me. So this idea of like, I can be happy and have this healthy mindset and be thin or thinner, it just doesn't align with what you believe to be true. So every time you try to take steps towards getting to the body you want, the lifestyle you want, you fall off the wagon every single time because your subconscious is telling you, no, it is unsafe to be thin and happy. That is not true of the world. Right? And that is what we are going to start to change today with my favorite activity. Let's dive in. So this activity was, I would say, popularized by Byron Katie. So I'm going to post her links below. She called it The Work, and I really like it. I follow it pretty much daily for myself. So for this to work for you, following it daily is really impactful, and I'll tell you at the end what time of day is going to be best, okay? So what we do is we take these beliefs that aren't serving us, that are getting us in our own way, and we start to question them. So let's take that belief I gave as an example. I can't have a healthy mindset and be thin. Let's start to question it. Is that true? Maybe. Could be. Do we believe without a shadow of a doubt that it is true? Well, I don't know for sure that's true. That's just something that I believe. So let's say no. Now, if I start to believe that is true, what actions do I take, or what actions do I not take, or how do I show up in the world? If I believe that to be true, I'm probably not going to be thin and have a healthy mindset. I'm maybe working on the mindset component, but I know deep down I'll never be thin. I'll never lose the weight. I won't eat healthy. I won't work out consistently. If I believe that, okay, I can be thin, but I can't have a healthy mindset, we're always going to be searching for this happiness and component, right? And I want you to, even if that's a belief of yours, just keep writing down, how are you showing up in the world, or what are you not doing when you believe that to be true? And what if we believe the opposite? What if we said, that is not true, I can have a healthy mindset and be thin? How do you show up in the world? What actions do you take or not take? Well, I'm going to work out consistently. I'm going to work on my mindset. I'm going to know I can have both. I'm going to have fun doing both. I'm going to feel okay to lose weight, that there's nothing, that doesn't mean I'm obsessed with it. It means I can still have a very healthy, happy mindset. So if this is your belief, I want you to keep writing on how you're showing up in the world and see how that feels in your body. Now let's start to turn this around. What's the opposite of that belief? I can have a healthy mindset and be thin. I can have the body of my dreams and have the mindset of my dreams. I can be a whole, worthy, full person that I already am and have the body I want. So I want you to think of some more, opposite statements that feel really good that you want to start believing. Because if you can start believing those, you better believe you're going to show up in the world as the person you want to become. And the last part, let's take some action. So list 1 to 2 steps that you can take today or tomorrow, if we want to start tomorrow on this, on how you can start to have this healthy mindset and be thin, if that's your belief or your goal. That could be that you're going to go for a run tomorrow. You're going to choose foods to nourish your body, and you're going to go grocery shopping tonight to start to prepare those foods tomorrow. Doesn't this feel so good? And I want you to take your time when you go through this activity. Feel into it, into your body, what's coming up. Because remember, if you feel triggered, especially if it's like your gut or your chest, that's something from your subconscious. Maybe you don't cognitively know it or see it yet, but there's something there. And sometimes we need to come into a bit of a meditation or some deep breathing, or just pause and relax to see where's that coming from and what images or experiences come to mind. and dive into that and see where that root is and what maybe it was something that you were told as a kid or something you saw your parents do as a kid. Okay, like I said, when to do this to get the best results? Well, the best way to do this is as these thoughts and beliefs come up, to take out your journal or your phone, whatever's handy, and just write them down. Like keep them on a certain page of your journal, like I do, or on your phone, and just writing them down, because you may be out and about and you can't just like sit down and have a moment. And the best time to do this as soon as you get up in the morning, because probably when you get up, your brain's like racing and going all the directions and telling you can't do this, you can do this, oh, you're not good enough, So this is a great way to be like, okay, I can choose one of those thoughts and beliefs that aren't serving me to dive into, or I go to my list and I'm going to sit with this one. I'm going to take some deep breaths, I'm going to relax, and I'm going to start to question this. Doing it right before bed is also really impactful, but I recommend doing it first thing in the morning. And I challenge you to do this every day for 30 days, and I know you will completely transform your mindset and your body. Things will really start to change. So if this stuff is resonating with you and you're like, yes, this makes sense, I want to dive into this, but you're like, oh, I just need a bit more guidance, or I really want to know if I'm doing this correctly, or the accountability, whatever, you're like, I just need that support. This is the stuff I focus on, my zone of genius. Not just the fitness, which also zone of genius, and my love, and the nutrition, also zone of genius, but this mindset piece and subconscious healing and reprogramming. So click the links below on how to learn to work with me. We can book a call and see if it is a fit for you to work with myself and what program would be best for you. I have 2 programs right now that I am accepting clients on. So click the links below. I'll be linking to the other things I mentioned in this video. And also, if you're like, I don't know quite yet if I want to dive into a program, but you want to get a taste of my coaching, every Wednesday I do free coaching. What that looks like is you sign up for a spot, you bring one of these beliefs or a frustration or a roadblock around fitness, like you just can't stick with it, or around nutrition, you're like, I keep eating sugar and I don't know how to stop, or I just want to have a night routine and I can't. You bring it to our session and together we will work through it and have you on your way. So in order to access that, you do need to join the email community, because that is where I send out the booking link. So just make sure you click the link below. Also, I'm going to link to that on how to join the email community totally free, and then you get access to free coaching Wednesdays. And of course, like, subscribe, guys. Oh, and your homework. Almost forgot to give this to you. So your accountability is to do this activity. So do this activity tomorrow morning or tonight, or heck, do it right now. Then comment below your findings, what came up, what belief it has, or you can just drop a little brain emoji, because we probably all have that in our quick save because we have ADHD and we love the brain emoji. So comment below, click like, click subscribe, tell one friend who needs to hear this, because this helps me get my message out to more women like yourself. I'll see you tomorrow.